Hello, my name is Paras Vadera. In this Nerd Bytes episode, we'll take a look at the different types of synthetics monitors you can create. So let's get started. Here you see the first one is availability monitor, which is the ping monitor. So we can click on that and see how we set it up. So the ping monitor, basically you give it a name and a URL you want synthetic minions to ping every time and check if it's available, is it up or not. And it will return you a status check based on how often was it able to ping it successfully or how many times did it fail in a certain period of time. Here you see it was as easy as selecting locations you want to ping from, and that's it. The second one here is SSL certificate expiration. It basically checks for SSL certificate on your website and starts to alert you X number of days before that certificate expires. And that X number is given right here in the setting page. So you say, let's say I want to get alerted 1 week, then you would put 7 days here or 28 days or whatever, and then you select locations you want to ping it from. And we generally recommend you select at least more than one locations to test, and that's it. Again, the third one is the page link crawler. So in this case, you give the monitor a URL. It will go and check for all the links at that location and test that all the links are valid or not, or if there are any broken links within your web page. Again, you select location, give it a URL, and it's as easy as that. So let's take a look at the fourth option available to us, which is the page load performance monitor. In this one, you provided a name and a URL, and what the monitor does is it waits for that page to load in a headless Chrome browser behind the scenes, and kind of gives you more deeper metrics around the page load time and the JavaScript that was called and all that happens, and also gives you a screenshot at the end of the page load. The next one is the user flow functionality scripted browser. In this one, basically what you do is you create Selenium-based JavaScript script to hit certain pages and links within a website. Or let's say if you want to log into a website, you can say, click this text box, add username, password, press the login button and do all that. And the documentation for all this is available at this highlighted link and also in product here. You see that we use the browser object to fetch and click elements and find elements and so on. And, that's it. The next one here is the endpoint availability or the scripted API monitor. It's similar to the scripted synthetic check we just looked at. However, it does check APIs with the HTTP object. So http.post, get, put, you can test all of those endpoints. And again, all the details on how you script it are available at the URL shown on the screen. We will also have all these links available within the description of the video as well. But you can do all the endpoint monitoring for your APIs using this script. You can validate the script or save the monitor and wait for it to run. And that's as easy as that. The last option we have available is the user step execution monitor, which is similar to the scripted browser monitor, but instead of making you write a script, it lets you choose the steps you want to undertake by selecting the element name and telling New Relic synthetic monitor what to do. So you can say, go to a particular web page, in this case, newrelic.com. So here I'm at newrelic.com. Let's see how that looks. So I'm going to inspect the page. I'm going to specifically look at the element name for this username password combination here, or username email combination to create a new account. The object name is name. So we go back to the synthetic monitor creation. We say type the text data nerd in the field called name. And then we type the email in the other field, and let's find out the name for that. And it's called name. Oh, sorry, it's called email. So let's type datanerd@newrelic.com in the text box with the name email. And then we could just simply click the button for registering a new user. So we can say, click this element called button submit, and we can save this and it will create a new user within New Relic. So just within a few minutes, we've learned the differences between all the different types of monitors and how to create them. That's it for today. Please follow the links in the description. Thank you.